Okie dokie. It has now been 15 days since I first did my molasses wash. And I think it's pretty much done. So what you do... Oh, that smells nice. Yeah, now that it's actually setting, it smells really nice. So I'm going to put me finings. This is to clear it out. Now with this one, you put in your part A. Now my issue with this stuff is that, yes, it works, but I don't know what it actually is. It's some kind of chemical that strips away, God, that's strong. That strips away your heavier elements, like your yeast and your compounds. It's a two-part process. A goes in first, which you mix in vigorously. There's not much foam coming up, so the degassing is pretty much done. Whereas when I first started doing the degassing, there was like a 6-inch head. Hey, bimbo! That's pretty much it. I'm going to give that about an hour to do its work. And once it's after an hour, I'll add part B. Really annoying and frustrating because every time I do this, I got to turn off the music, and I love having my music. I'm having a meatloaf binge. I want my money back. Okay, it's been about an hour and a half-ish, so I'm going to put in part B. Now, if I was just using white sugar or brown sugar, I wouldn't bother because I quite like the flavour from those. But gently tip it in. What's quite funny is a description on the instructions on this thing say, pour it onto the top. Where else are you going to pour it? Pour it into the bottom. Right, so that, and just give it a gentle stir. Just like, basically just to fold it in. And hopefully not drop my phone. Yeah, you can see the difference that first fining is making to the, focus. There we go, focus. No, not focus, don't care. Just give it a gentle mix in. These finings are very strong, and if you get it on your skin, it can burn. Right, that's that done. So that is now going to have to wait for, I don't know, 24 hours maybe? Oh, fucking hell. The fumes are a bit strong. That goes up there. Now it's going up there because that way it'll have a chance to settle, and tomorrow I can siphon it off into the other bucket. And that should just give me, not clear liquid because it's molasses, but that'll give me stuff to play with tomorrow, hopefully. Aki. Slight update. I've got in the habit from going out for a quick spin on the bike. Well, this has now had 25 hours after putting those finings in. It says give it at least 24 hours. It's at about 25-ish. So, obviously it still looks murky because it's molasses. I didn't bother putting any extra sugar in, only molasses. It's had 25 hours and can't see any difference in the sediment, but then it's really bloody dark, so probably wouldn't see it anyway. What I am going to do, as I'm not in a big rush, this thing only has one purpose, and that is I can clamp it on the side. That is the only benefit to it. I don't use it as it is supposed to be used, which is to shove it in the bottom to stop your sediments getting drawn up, because it just falls apart and you end up losing it. So all I'm going to do, what it is quite good for, is that you can actually put it in as deep or as shallow as you want. So I only want maybe a few litres, 4 litres. I'm sure I don't want to go down to the bottom. It's about here, I think. So that should give me about 4 litres-ish. I only want the 4 litres because it takes a couple of hours to do the 4 litres in the air still. And that'll give me another 4 hours for this to drop down for the sediment. So, yeah, there's no point in doing the whole lot in one go. If I leave it in longer, it should be a clearer product, hopefully, in theory, possibly. I do not want to drink that shit. Right. The blood of my enemies. That is some murky looking shit. Now, with regard to scorching, no one pays me for videos. I don't get paid for advertising. But what I will say about this air still thing is I put the molasses in there before. Okay, needs a bit of a wash. I put the molasses in there before. And that's only because I couldn't be asked scrubbing it. But there was no scorching. And that was without finings, without letting the sediments separate. It was fairly goopy stuff. And this stainless steel thing, pretty good. So far I've done 50 litres of wash, 25 brown, 25 white sugar. And I've done a fair bit, at least another 15 litres maybe? At least another 15 litres of shit I was experimenting with. And yeah, that's a bit gunky because I didn't wash it properly. But yeah, it's pretty good. And hopefully this, I mean, it goes through quick. That looks really thick. Yeah, that drains down really quickly. So all I really want out there is enough to put in still, really. And that's pretty much it. That's more than I need. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is pop that in the air still and see how it tastes. And that way, this lot will get a few more hours to, all I've done is just lifted the pipe out. So it's no longer sucking out the water out the bucket. That way this will get another few hours to separate a bit more. It's already at 25. I don't know how much clearer it's going to get. And it's not as if you can actually tell. So, yeah, okay, I shall clock on. Yeah. No splashy splashy. Oh, I was going to say before, if I'm just going for a spin, I will actually take, not too much, some of the white sugar mix I made. See, I have a mouthful in the morning. I've not had anything to drink in, it's very frothy. I've had nothing to actually drink alcohol-wise in 24 hours. Just to see whether or not I am getting addicted to it. You know. Or possibly addicted to the pain relief that I get from it. Because I drink because of the pain, for the injuries I've got. But, yeah, I took 4 litres out because that's what I had left in my bottles. Wasn't a bad guesstimate. And went to a bike shop, an actual bike shop guy, and he bought 2 litres off me. He had a quick, well, he was snorting at first, so he's a mechanic, and he was just like seeing if there was any alcohol in there, because it looks like water, it's that clear with a little bit of a sheen. And so he had some, that's nice that. And he got through a fifth of a bottle, a litre bottle. I said, yeah, I love that. And so he bought 2 litres off me. So I have no idea what to charge. I know what the ingredients cost me. I don't no idea what it's costing me in the electric to have the air uncovered on for the fermentation to make the wash, or how much it's costing running this bloody thing. But I charged him 20 quid a litre, so I got 40 quid for 2 litres. And he was very impressed with it. He was very happy with it. He said it was the best he's tasted in a long time. It was literally just white sugar spirit. But what I did after I put it in the bottle, I added like maybe half a level teaspoon, or maybe, yeah, it's about like a level teaspoon of sugar to the spirits after I put it in the bottle and give it a shake. So it gives it like a slight sweet taste to it. But yeah, so now that can go in. And you must remember, put something underneath to catch it. Not cat shit, I'm not Scottish. Ask a Scotch person, a Scots, to say catch it. And they cannot say it without saying a feline going for a dump. Aki daki, I'm down to about 38%. It came out at about 55, 60. But I like to have it about 36, 37%. Definitely a lot tamer, the flavour, the smell. It's nice. It's still got that really rich, earthy flavour. Nowhere near as strong a flavour as that lot. Yeah. Bit strong alcohol, really sneeze. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, it's alright. I would say that's nice as it is, but oh, it's quite nice. It's got a nice flavour to it. But I reckon that'd be a lot better once it's been sat in a bottle for a couple of months to settle down more. It's not one of these, see the white sugar and the brown sugar, oh my bloody nose. The white sugar and the brown sugar, they're good to drink straight away as soon as you make it. Just dilute it down in a glass and drink it. Whereas the molasses, it's nice as it is, but that would be a lot better when it's had like a few months to just mature a bit. So yeah, another 20 litres to put through the still. See, the air still's great. No idea what it cost me in electric, but it is time consuming. To do a 25 litre wash, it's going to take me 8 hours, 10 hours maybe. It's an all-day job, just putting it through the air still. And it's a case of, I'm tempted to actually just add more to the leftovers in the air still. That way, I'm going to get the alcohol out, but I'm not going to have to heat it up from scratch. Okay, I'm going to try that, see how that goes. Okay, that probably went tits up. Basically, I've got such a load left in there that I can't add any more to it. There's no point. I'd only be able to add half a litre and it would be at the maximum mark. So yeah, there's a lot of residue using molasses, a hell of a lot. Oh, be a rather nice aroma in the garden in a minute. Due to the amount of residue that is left inside, what I'm going to do is give it even longer to settle. I'm going to finish off the 2 litres that was left in that bucket, and the other 18-ish litres over there, I'm going to give that until tonight, or maybe tomorrow. No, I'm not desperate. It's not like I'm desperate to drink it. It's just that the longer you sit it, the more chance it may go off, turn to vinegar. So I'm going to give it until tonight or tomorrow to settle, so it can clear a bit more, and then it can go back in and I'll distill it. See, I've not added any sugar or anything else to what's come out. So what I might do is smack up a little juniper berry, plonk it in there, And that should hopefully counterbalance the molasses. I mean, the molasses flavour is nice, but it's a little bit overpowering. I can see now why they add like sugar as well as molasses when they're making it, rather than just pure molasses. But then I'm a purist. I want to do the pure product first and then modify it afterwards. I mean, I could always just take the whole lot, put it through a still, and then put it through again a second time, adding sugar to it. Or, you know, just experiment. That's the whole point. It's fun.